Hello everybody, welcome back to the training of the M172. In this module, we're going to talk about the software that we can use to program our HMIs. The software, as I mentioned before, is Vijeo Designer, and in this part of this presentation, we're going to see how we can communicate the PLC with the HMI. So we have two ways to communicate with our PLC. In the PLC, we have one internal port, and two Modbus ports. So in order to make it more easy, we will use the Modbus serial of the PLC to communicate. So it's much better for us to define the PLC as a slave and the HMI as the master in the communication, the Modbus serial. And for the Modbus TCP, it's much better to use it as a server. Okay, so the HMI can indicate, okay, I want this register, and then just point and take what I want. So first we need to identify which communication we want to use. We want to use the Modbus TCP or we want to use the Modbus serial, because based on what we select, we need to change the hardware, the communication hardware that we're going to use. So depending on what we have selected, we need to define if it's Modbus serial, Modbus TCP, and based on that, we need to know some kind of parameter that we need to configure in the PLC and the HMI to make it work. It's not enough just to know that we're going to use Modbus serial or Modbus TCP. We need to configure some stuff in both sides. So if we're going to use Modbus serial, these are the minimum amount of information we need to configure in both sides. So if they talk different things, there are not going to be any communication between them. This is Modbus TCP. We need to use the IP address, mask address, and default address, and then we need to check the physical connection. So in the PLC side, we can configure this information. Let me just hide me. We can configure this information in the BIOS parameter. If we are in the configuration tab, we can go to the BIOS parameter and then select by default some parameters. This is what we already have in our projects, okay, for Modbus TCP. And then this is the information that we can use to communicate over the port number 1 of the PLC using the Modbus serial. So as you can see here, the IP address, the default gateway, and the nest mask. And here we have the address of the slave, that in this case will be the PLC. Then we have the data bit, the stop bit, the parity, and the velocity. So if we select the Modbus serial communication, okay, we can use this port. We can also use the other one, but we need to configure this is only a slave. And if we use, for example, the HMI GTO 4310, okay, it uses Modbus, and we use this kind of connector. So this is the cable that we want to use. In this case, we can use this reference as a cable, but the problem here, if we use this, it uses in both end RJ45 connector in both ends, so we should cut what end and use the cables. And if we use the Ethernet communication, we can use a standard cable to communicate from the top part of the PLC with the HMI to the Ethernet port. Okay, more details can be found in this link. So in our exercise, what we're gonna do is to communicate the HMI to the PLC. But in order to make it work much easier, what we're going to do is to simulate the HMI inside the software, which is the Vijeo Designer, so we can test the communication between of them. So first, what we need to do is to configure the devices that we're going to use from the Vijeo Designer. Okay, so in our Vijeo Designer, we have an equipment over Modbus serial and another equipment over Modbus TCP. So the idea is to have this communication, okay, the HMI the client with this IP and mask to communicate over Modbus TCP to the PLC with this IP address already defined, And then on the HMI, on the Vijeo Designer part, we're going to see this configuration. And this is already configuration that we have on the EcoStruxure Machine Expert HVAC. Okay, I have in this example these two communications to the same controller, but in a real project, which is going to use one of this communication. So now I'm going to open the Vijeo Designer so we can start doing the exercise. So now what we're going to do is to open Vijeo Designer. This is the Vijeo Designer software. Here in the navigator, we're going to create our project, new project. Let's assign a name, HMI M172 training. We can specify if we want to have several HMIs in our project, but we're going to use only one single project. We can add a description, and we can protect the application with a password. In our case, I'm not going to use anything here. Then we need to specify the target. In my case, I'm going to use the HMI GTO, but here you can see there is a lot of HMIs that we can program. Okay. And here, let's assign this to HMI GTO test. So now HMI training. Oops. So if we go next, we have the possibility to set up the IP address, the network, but I'm going to leave it blank. Okay, so we can configure this in the application. And we also have the possibility to use the audit trail. And I believe in here in the presentation, just hold on a minute. Here I have already shared with you the link for a video about an explanation, but I believe I'm gonna create a new presentation for this, for a better explanation. So if we go back to Vijeo Designer, okay, we're gonna leave it as it is. And in this window, we have the possibility to add the equipment. For example, in this case, I'm gonna add the Modbus Tcp and Modbus Serial. That would be my device for the M172. We need to just add the equipment, but I'm gonna jump this and do it later. So what we need to do is basically create the name of the project, define the target, leave it a blank, no problem, we can do it later, and then finish. Okay, and this is the page, the initial page that we're going to have on our HMI. So this is the way how we can create a project in Vijeo Designer. And now what we're going to do is to add the device, okay, will be the M172. So let's start adding the M172, but using the Modbus Serial communication, okay, so let's go into the presentation and see. So what we need to do is to put this information, you can see here, which is all the details about the communication that we saw. Let me just go back here. Okay, this one, I want to match this information I'm going to put now in the software to match the one that I use in the PLC. So let's go back to the software. We have in the IO Manager everything regarding the communication that we're going to use to communicate to other devices. So if we make a right click on here, new driver, we can select for manufacturer. In our case, we're going to use the Schneider Electrics, and we're going to use the Modbus RTU, which would be the Modbus Serial, to communicate with the M172, and I'm going to select the equipment Modbus equipment. You can see here that it can select the COM port for the HMI. I'm going to select the COM port 2 because it has this interface. And then now I need to match this configuration to be exactly the same as the one that I have here in the communication. Okay, for the PLC. So I need to change the baud rate, and I believe the default one has basically everything the same. So 81 even, and this is the new velocity. So what I'm doing now is to modify the configuration of the HMI. I cannot change the configuration from here for the PLC because it has already configured in his software. So now we need to match this configuration on the HMI. So, okay, you can see here that I have the Modbus RTU for the COM port 2, and here I can see the Modbus equipment. This Modbus equipment is the M172 over Modbus Serial. So if I double click on here, there is some additional configuration, which is the slave equipment. In our case, I have predefined the slave equipment on the M172 as 1. And here, this will help us to make the communication between the variables, between the PLC and the HMI. I'm going to use the IEC 61131 syntax and use one base unity quantum. So let's finish with this. This will help us to identify the order how the double words are administrated. And this one will help us to link easily the variables later. Okay, so we need to define this. Clicking OK, we'll receive this message. This IEC will help us to identify the variables as %MW. That we're going to see it later, no problem. Okay, this is how we can configure the devices over Modbus Serial. Okay, in this case, the HMI is the master and the PLC is the slave. So here we can change this, for example, M172 serial to make it easy to identify later the variables where they come from. And if we want to add another device, we just right click on here, new equipment, select Modbus equipment, and the only thing that we need to change is the Modbus slave to be different than the one I have already selected. So I'm going to delete it, right click, and that's it. So this one is the configuration for the Modbus serial communication from the HMI to be able to communicate to the PLC. This is what we have done is just to identify how we're going to communicate to the PLC about Modbus Serial. We haven't shared any variable yet. Now we're gonna add the communication to be over Modbus TCP. So let's go back to the presentation. Okay, I've already explained this part. Okay. No, I need to go back. So this is the IP address of the PLC. And now I need to match the same network to be able to communicate. And I'm going to assign this IP address to the HMI. So first, we need to configure the IP address of the equipment of the HMI. So here in the HMI training, this will be target. If you haven't defined anything, you will see this new window. You need to click on network configuration, and here you can assign the new IP address for the HMI. Okay, just to make the thing easy for the future, use for download. Okay, and it will change this, but we're gonna cover later, so no problem. And now we have already configured the IP address of the HMI, and now we need to specify that we want to communicate to the PLC over Modbus TCP. So we need to add a new driver. Here we need to go to Modbus TCP IP, select Modbus equipment, OK, And here the software will ask us the IP address of the PLC. So I know it's this one. Okay. And now what we're going to do is to select again the IC, one tune, and lower. So this part is the same as we have already configured for Modbus Serial. What is different is the address of the equipment. The other one is just one numeric, and here is the IP address. So we need to click OK, the message again, and good. We have the M172 already configured. M172 Ethernet. So we change the name here. So what we have done basically is configure one HMI to be connected to the same PLC, but with two different ways, over Modbus Serial and Modbus Tcp. The next step would be to share variables in order to communicate and see if we have the communication or not. Okay. Let's see if there is something else missing. This one could be interesting if you want to make a PC. What you need to do to make the runtime for Vijeo Designer in your laptop, you need to introduce this code in here in the help to activate that. You need to see the runtime and standard PC. I think I don't forget anything. I think that's all. And if you have any question during this process, just give us a call or send us an email.